to speak.
Absolutely. Any public lobby, I'm happy to start at the back at Monza. But yes, as was pointed out yesterday, though, if you do start at the back and there is a major pile up, you still got to get through it anyway. So I don't think there is any perfect way or position to start Monza. You just got to trust those around you, and I think everyone is a very capable driver here in Group 2. So, but it's always going to be bumps. There's always going to be bumps. So it's going to be interesting. The nerves are certainly going to be starting to feel it now, as we did last night.
I'm going to pause you there, Craig. I'm going to say that we are lined up on the grid. We are getting ready for the warm-up lap out here.
So it's a full lap formation lap, just to get the heat into those tyres, just to get everyone's nerves just settled
Hey,
down.
everybody, it's Vitaly over at OG Gamer Live.
Get
welcome back, and welcome to the SimSeniors Group 2 Race 2. And unfortunately, I wasn't actually able to stream this live. I'm having computer problems. I think I about got them sorted out. Some of them, anyway. We're going to do the replay and add some clips from SimSeniors video as well. Hope they don't mind. Anyway, here we go. Now we're just starting off on the grid here. Now, I got in at the last second. I wasn't able to make qualifying, so I started dead last. And we do a full lap around the track trying to get the tires and stuff warmed up. They started doing this trying to prevent the massive pileups that we get in the first turn of the race. Spoiler alert, I contributed to an incident at the first turn on the first lap, and I don't have any excuse. I apologize to whoever that was. I bumped there, but we'll add some commentary from the SimSeniors side when we get to that. This was Tuesday morning, my time, and I had to be in town Tuesday morning, and we were in the middle of a winter storm and had ice all over everything, and roads were slick, and it took forever. It's 13 miles from here to town and 13 miles back, and I honestly thought that the race had started and that I had missed it, but like I said, I was able to get in at the last second. And because the grid was not full, I was able to go ahead and race even though I didn't qualify. And I don't know why I ran off the track to avoid him there, because before the race starts, you can drive through another car. However, you can still hit the walls. I should have just drove through him. Where I should have put more effort into avoiding was that first turn on the first lap. At the start of the first lap. And I was just flustered from being late and everything else and having computer problems. So again, I apologize to whoever that was I bumped. I'm not exactly sure who it was. And hopefully you're hearing me okay over the game audio. Y'all can see I started 24th. Somebody else was supposed to start at 24th. I guess they dropped out. Some of y'all may be wondering about the video opening and stuff. The channel is sponsored by Moza. So just repping them a little bit there. And because the channel is sponsored by Moza, I get to test and review products before they come out. They have a shifter coming out in February. The date is tentatively set for February 20th. So be sure to click that subscribe and that notify. Click that bell so you get alerted to any new videos that get posted. That way you can catch that review when it goes up as soon as it goes up. They also have a new FSR wheel coming out in March or April. Right there is where I bumped him.
It looks like it's turned into a bit of a car park. We got a car the wrong way around back here.
Yeah, I think
we'll switch over to what the commentators have to say.
In the background there, we're on board with Jeff. It is chaos back here.
You can tell I was flustered about that.
We've got Charlie Justice, Rogue, Glenn have all suffered a little bit of contact in the beginning there. It's dropped them down.
But I wasn't the only one that messed up, so somebody else messed up before me. If they hadn't messed up, they wouldn't have been stopped there. My buddy Jeff got jammed up here in front of me somewhere, and he had to go to the pits. We'll see him again here in a minute. I was going to let that guy out, but he just kept on going off the track, so. My tires are still cold here, so I was trying to be careful. The hero of this race is Robert Homer. He was the one that he was the pole position one, and got tangled up pretty bad here somewhere in a minute. And when that happens, we'll cut over to see where he dropped down to, because I think he dropped all the way down to 16th or 18th place. And then he fought all the way back up into 5th. There's Jeff in front of me there.
To see what happened, or
yeah.
find out what
We'll switch over to see what happened to
He's driving straight through.
him.
Yeah, maybe he picked up a drive-through, maybe at the start for his position.
I think that may explain why he had that extra bit of gap.
Yeah.
That's dropped him down to come out in 16th place.
I've moved up from 24th to 18th by this point. I always struggled through this chicane right here. By the end of the race, I had this one figured out. This next one. But I didn't get to actually load a proper setup. So I had to just do the best I could and hope like hell it was okay. And it was a pretty good setup, other than I really should have lowered my map down to 1, lowered the traction control, and lowered the ABS. Maybe I should leave the ABS where it was at, but the traction control I could have dropped down. Because I couldn't catch some of these guys. I mean, I spent the whole race really not seeing anybody other than a few times. There's Robert, his Mooks. We end up with a little bit of a battle, but he gets around me. I just can't keep up with him in the straightaways. And I know that you can take this in 3rd, but I was still flustered. Your nerves really get up once the race actually starts, you know. I said Robert, his name's Roger, actually. Sorry about that, Roger. He puts the pressure on me and he finally gets around. But at least I don't wreck. But I put a little pressure on him there for a little bit too. Yeah, he pulled away from me. I just can't keep up with him. I think that had to do with my traction control. You can actually come through here in third too. You got your car set up right. Sullivan got to stop and go 30 seconds. He's got to go into the pits. See, I don't know why it's saying I'm down plus 1 lap because I never got lapped by the leaders. It's saying the number 1 car is 4 laps ahead. That's impossible. So if anybody knows what's going on with that, tell me, because I know for a fact that nobody's lapped me yet. believe our next race is going to be Suzuki in the rain. It'll be my first sim race in the rain, period. Those that don't know, I started this in mid-October. And then I started this because CRX Racing, my buddy Jeff got into it. And he got into it in about September. He had a month head start on me. Then about the time I got started, it got set up to where I could do it. He had to go have neck surgery, so he didn't do any sim racing or anything for a month. So I didn't really do anything. I didn't want to do it by myself. So we got back into it about the time we joined and started with this. See, I've already moved up to 15th place. Mr. Bushell up here, I'm fixing to start putting the pressure on him. Because I can see him now. Says I'm 4 seconds behind him. Now it says 0. Now it says I'm 3.6 seconds behind him. According to the HUD, the number one car has a 14-second lead over the number 2 car. 14 seconds. I've actually come into that in the second, downshift first, halfway through, gas not come out here and done better. Right to second, I'm 2.6 seconds behind Michelle, and I'm closing the gap. 15th place. My best lap time so far is a 1:54. Aid's best lap was a 1:50 during the race. He ran a lot better than that during qualifying, though. Roger did real good. I have no expectations of winning the championship series overall, not even close. My goal this season is just to finish. And if I place in the top 15, that's a bonus. I almost had you right there, but now the pressure's on. It says I'm 2.5 seconds behind him. No, I'm not 2.5 seconds behind him, I can assure you. It says I'm 0.05 seconds behind him now.
Vitaly's down here.
We'll
He
switch
is
over to what the announcers have to say
chasing
about
down
this.
the Aston Martin, which seems to be carrying him
He's on the
down, eh?
charge. Yep. He's very close. Very close. Can he?
Oh, the Aston, he lost it on the outside Lesmo too, on the
That's gonna
on the
hurt.
bump. That is gonna hurt. That looked like a big shunt.
P. Wallace got to stop and go 30 seconds. The leader just started his 10th lap. Or he's just completed his 10th lap, but he's a quarter of a track ahead of me. I imagine by now he's done went through the first chicane, turn one, and coming up on the second chicane. Yeah, this is lap 11 here. He still has an 11-second lead over the number 2. I never could close the gap on the 13 car there. Said he's 8 seconds ahead of me. There he is, way up here.
We've got Simon who's up 1, Conrad is up 3, Bill is up 1, Neil's down 1, Gary Broadbent
Up 10 places.
10 places along with Alex Moore for 7.
What a cracking drive.
There are some people here who are absolutely having a blinding race from their qualifying position.
Vitaly Justice in his McLaren is up 10 places. He will be over the moon with that.
And I took damage in that start of the race, and I'm pretty sure that slowed me down some. I don't know how much.
We've been in for a right treat this evening. It has been a showcase.
They're going side by side, hurtling towards. Oh, is he just pulled in front of him now? He's side by side going into a scar. He's not where you want to be.
Arguably, he's
Does
up
the
9
BMW just run
positions to
wide at
be
the back
here.
there?
Up 9 positions to be here in 11. He's going to want to be keeping it nice and tidy and just get through this pack. If he can break free, he'll be quite happy into getting into a top 10 if he can take it from Roger.
Yeah, he'll be very, very pleased with that. He's giving it everything in that BMW. Can he get into
Can he get
enough
it?
of slipstream in that Audi? Although the Audis are so quick down the straight, I don't think he's going to be close enough to make a move. But they're going to the braking zone. Oh, he's last of the late breakers in the BMW.
I don't know why it says plus 1 lap. By C. Wilson. Maybe he's a lap down by.
McLaren that he's passed now.
Looks like the damage he picked up, he seems to just be rolling with the punches here today.
Absolutely. I can't quite see how far of distance he's got to 6th place. Broadbent is 6th. How far is that?
5.2, he's got 5.2 seconds now to the car in front of him. 4.9. He's eating out of the delta between the two cars.
So there's just over 10 minutes left. Can he catch Broadbent in the McLaren to challenge for 6th place? I think if he could get 6th place after the starts that he had in his incident, I think he would settle for that, you know.
We'll jump across and we'll have a look how Simon's doing out here in the lead. We haven't seen much of Simon. He has just been comfortably driving up here in the front of the BMW.
Bit of a lonely race for him, but I don't suppose he'll mind that for a second, as he's still got that nice, is that 12.5 seconds lead out in front. He's keeping it nice and clean as he comes through Ascari. Also the Ascari for the 13th time. Down towards Parabolica.
We'll be very happy with this performance. We'll just be wanting to be careful coming through the back markers that he doesn't get into any trouble. The last thing we want coming through. With 10 minutes left to go, he's just want to bring this home nice and cleanly.
Yeah.
I messed that one up bad. Could have been worse though. there've been several people wrecked out there in this race so far. Spun out, lost 2 or 3 positions.
So I'm not sure whether he had an off through a scurry or a bit of a wiggle. But Jeff is now up again. Forward. We find the order here as they come through.
Oh, Jeff is on the. Is that Jeff on the inside of the?
Yeah, it looks like Jeff. Jeff took the escaper. They had to take over the sausages. It looks like it cost him a little
I
spot.
don't have much time on this track, but it's actually one of my favorite tracks now. I wish we'd do some more races on it.
We can see here that everybody below Paul Murray is down a lap. So we've had incidents and hits and damages. See the leaders make their way through the pack now. They'll just want to get through without any incidents and have no problem.
The next one's going to be really bad because, like I said, that one's going to be in the rain. And most of the guys in front of me have been sim racing for many, many years and have been on a set of course of Competizione ever since it was released. And they've got a lot of experience on all the tracks and different weather conditions. And I have none.
BMW let him have it, or a little wiggle there.
Very good driving from the pair of them. Really good move. As these two have been changing places for the last 4 or 5 laps. Cracking wheel-to-wheel racing.
Oh, let's not forget Ian was very involved in this battle to begin with, even though it seems he's fallen off a little bit.
Just drops off a bit, yeah.
Watching these two fight in front of you is going to be very motivating to get that down and just stay with them, and who knows what could happen. We've got
Glenn just needs to get the hammer down a bit.
We've had a change up the front here into T1 for the podium. With Neil and Phil, they are battling it out for that last spot on the podium.
Look how close they are going through the chicane. Bumper to bumper.
Oh, both of them running wide. They are both pushing.
Fully committed going through Lesbo 2 there.
You don't want to do that in the second one though. We see a little bit of dirt kicked up.
He's in the slipstream going down towards Oscar. He's not going to want to make a move going, but covers off the inside just to make sure. Hard on the brakes. As he provides the curbs.
Porsche's going to want to stay with him, try and get the draft as they come out of the Scari.
I should have shifted to 6 when I first hit the red line. I don't know why I didn't. Of course, by this time I'm tired.
I don't know, he's moved out of the way. Just trips the Porsche up just a little bit. That'll give Neil the buffer just coming down, start finish straight into turn 1. I don't think there'll be a move made here.
Jeff's closing back in on me. He's back up to 16th place. Jeff's actually a better driver than me. Runs a whole lot faster lap times than me, but he takes a lot more risks too. And we talked about that earlier. And like I told him, I said my whole deal this season isn't to even win. It's just to finish and try to finish without causing any incidents. And I did have an incident this race, and but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Then both of us, the guy that I bumped and myself, we both finished the race. So that's a plus.
16th from a drive-through.
Yeah.
So now, I mean, he had a 5-second gap to Broadbent, and he's closed that down to just a second now. We could see him get back up and gain 6 places back.
And that's a lot of points to be gained as well, so he's going to really be wanting to
He
try and
must be right on the
that
tail
move.
of him here. Let's see if we can get across to Homer here quickly. See if we can catch this move. Oh, where is it? He's here. Looks like he
There he
gave
is.
him a bit of room here.
So we come into Ascari. He's going to make it nice and clean. Focus on getting that really good exit. Get that toe.
We're gonna jump back. We've got so much action going. We've got these two at the front who are absolutely battling it out. I don't know where to be right now.
We need 2 cameras.
We need more cameras. It looks like Homer's got it done into Parabolica.
We
I
missed
think
it on
he was
camera,
the
but he's
inside.
made
There
that
was so
move.
much going on. It was so hard to get it all. But he has got it. He's up into 6th place.
I can't even see the car in front of me, 13th place.
Together and swapping positions.
They'll be thinking there's 2 laps. Oh, we've had it. The Audi's
We've
gone
had an
round.
instant.
Audi's gone
We've
round.
had
He
an
was
instant.
touched by the BMW and he span
Disputes
round.
It's come off the worst there and spun. Is now the back of the 3. Parkinson is still has made it through. Roke has gained a position.
I see 15 in my mirror though. Pretty sure they nerfed the McLaren in that last update, and they need to unnerf it.
What a charge.
Outside of Corello. Corello's defending like mad. In front, can he
Oh.
now the braking line?
They're level.
Side by side.
Oh, he lets
Oh,
him
this
have
is-
it.
Amazing racing.
Happy with that. Mellon in 4th.
But the battle for 5th is on as it goes slides round Ascari.
This is going to go to the line, folks.
This is going to go to the line. How excited. Broadbent is right behind them as well. Any mistake from those 2 Porsches and Broadbent is going to lap up 2 positions there.
Oh, it's going to be a race to the line. It's going to be... Oh,
Broadbent is
it's-
involved. This is a three-way
Way
drag
to the
race to the
line.
line.
Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Oh, Homer got it. He got it from him. He got
Wow.
fifth.
I've slowed down my pace.
Left the door open for Broadbent in the McLaren. Fantastic racing. Really, really good. So Parkinson has dropped back now. So Disputes comes across the line.
In the battle he had, he lost the position to one BMW, but gained a position
Gained
back.
another. Wow. What a race. What a race. So congratulations, Simon Aid, for a very lonely drive at the front there, but I don't suppose he'll mind that for a minute.
See, that says I finished 13th place. Anyway.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, is your podium. What a race for Group 2, Race 2 here at Monza. SimSeniors absolutely, I mean, just they killed it. Absolutely killed it. Brilliant. What a race.
Yeah, what a race. I mean, I was really looking forward to this, and
Anyway, according to this, I finished 12th place right there. So I don't know where I finished. I'll have to talk to the stewards and see what happened there. But anyway, this is Vitaly over here at OG Gamers Live. If you like the video, click like. If you want us to help support the channel, click that subscribe. Make sure you click the notification bell so you get notified of the new videos, because we've got some cool stuff coming, and I can't wait to share it with you. Till next time, this is Vitaly over here at OG Gamer Live. Y'all stay safe wherever you are in the world today, and I'm out of here.